get a good hype up song for this. I need a little hype up sometimes. All right. Today we're going to be looking at a Pokemon tier list. We're going to be understanding exactly what Pokemon I could beat in a hand-to-hand combat fight. Now, I've got a couple of guns right here, so I'm not too worried about my weapons of choice that I might be using. I'm good with just my hands. That's all I need. That's all I'm going to use. That is the only thing that we are going to have in this entire fight. So, if you'll just look right here, this is our tier list. Pokemon Gen 1. I have the tier list ranked from They Own Me, Body and Soul as a Slave, to I Am Their King and Eternal Ruler. It's either I am going to destroy them so badly that they make me their leader forever and eternally. I become their idol. Or I become their slave because I just can't do anything. They're just so much farther advanced than I am. Those are the only two options. That's as far as that can go. So I hope that we all understand exactly what the stakes are, exactly where it's at, because I'm either going to die or I'm going to become a king. Let's hope for the better. And you know what? To start off, we'll pick one at random. We will generate this number. Whatever one it lands on, we will start with. 112. Alright. I just realized it's a lot harder than I thought it would be. Now I have to figure out where 112 is. Alright, 150, 149, 140, 148. Okay. 4, 35, 36, 37, 38, 38, 38. Oh my. Okay. 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 Alright, we're just right off the bat, we're just gonna put it right in the center. Alright, so Kangaskhan. Kangaskhan, kind of a rough one to start with. If you just look at it, you can see it's got like armor all over it. It's got these little plates. So I don't know how much I'm going to be able to do with my hands here. Now, given the opportunity to use weapons, maybe I stand a chance. But we already stated, this is just pure, just iron. This is me and only me. This is my wit and my brain and my just an absolute massive stature. That is what I have on my side at the moment. However, as you can see, they're marsupials. And if you don't know what that means, maybe read a book first. But second, it's an animal that carries another animal in a pouch. And by another animal, I mean its baby. But see, what the plan is here is I become the baby. I replace the baby. What are they going to know? They're stupid animals. In the end, they're still animals and they're stupid. They have no idea what's going on. So I put myself in the pouch of another one. I take the other kid out. I flip and throw him aside. Who cares about that idiot? He can go find someone else. Unless he smokes weed and is super chill and whatever. Then, we can just hang out, But other than that, he's going out. I'm going in. And I gain their trust. Now, after I've gained their trust for a long enough time, I build a plan. I become their leader, and I take over. I gain strength and wisdom from the Kangaskhan clan. Maybe that's really that's a bad name. That is such a bad name. Nope, not the Kangaskhan clan. We call ourselves the Kanga boys, the Kanga guys, the Kangas, that's it. That's just the Kangas. Nothing else. We need no more K's than just the Kangas, alright? So that's where we sit. Really, I just immediately raise from, they're just a peaceful species. We aren't worried about each other. They walk the other way. I am their king and eternal ruler. Alright, let's grab somewhere random here. Close my eyes. Gengar. Gengar's just a spirit. It's just a background feature in the game of life. Nobody cares about a Gengar. It's probably just sad all the time. It smiles, but behind those eyes is sadness. And you know how I know that? If you could tell me for one moment that this thing will even try to kill me, try and do anything. If I just drop a quick one like, oh, you're not even alive. Oh, you're just a ghost. Oh, you're not the same as your past presence before you died. If you think he's going to be able to withstand that, no shot. Not on his life will he be able to take that. Not even for a moment. He's gonna find the closest staircase that likely doesn't even exist on that island, and he's gonna sit there and he's gonna be sad. I rest my case. I'm sorry that had to be so sad and dark. I think that goes the same for these three as well. You know, they're jokesters, it's whatever. I leave this one because he didn't know better. This one is probably some stupid teenager that I would hate anyway. So let's go through ones that I think I would just destroy. Let's just knock those out. I think I would just kill a Bulbasaur. I could kill a Bulbasaur easy clap. People's elbow. Right on their head. Gone. Gone. Squirtle. Anything that is not fully evolved will die by my hand. War Turtle, you know, might do something, but all I do, I just flip him on his back. Same with Squirtle. And, you know, the rest is history. We don't have to get into it. Butterfree, again, like I said, I'm pretty sure I can just walk up to it. I got a Butterfree in my hand. Oh, gross. Beedrill. Ew. Gross. Like, all I have to do, I just see it, like, climb onto my neck. Like, they'll put up a fight. They'll probably bite me, but they won't get any further. These guys literally won't even be able to bite me. They'll probably bite me pretty hard. The rat will. It's like a 2'11" rat. I don't want to see myself in a situation in which I have to fight a 2'11" rat, but, you know, if I ever visit New York, I might have to find myself in that position. Diglett might be hard. If I walked into it with no information, I would probably just step on the Diglett and walk away. Okay, and it might not even stand a chance, but with the information I have, there is a good chance, there is a solid possibility that this Diglett doesn't look exactly as it appears on the underside. There is a small chance, albeit small, that this Diglett is packing heat. We don't know what goes on under that rock. We know that it's fast, and we know that it's like decently strong. All this thing has to do is if I just, you know, nick it, like just, you know, tap it with my toe, it might just unleash from the ground and form this thing. I don't know what's going on at that point. I have no idea what's going on. But I know that there's a big, beefy, hot man that where that Diglett once was that now wants me for breakfast. And I'm not ready to be served on a silver platter. So I think if I ever see a Diglett, I walk the other way. If I ever fight a Diglett, this happens. Machop, Machoke, and Machamp are packing serious heat. But I've also seen a picture of a Machop holding up a boulder with one hand. An entire boulder. I haven't seen the strongest man in the world do that. Halfdor Bjornsson cannot hold up a stone double his size, or even his size, in one hand. I draw cave paintings of my valiant fight. If I see a Machoke, I think maybe I just barely stand a chance. I think I could maybe, you know, outmaneuver it. If I got a little practice beforehand, I could dodge, weave, duck. There's a shot I stand like 60 seconds and I can like live long enough to ride a tail. But a Machamp? I don't know. He's gonna manhandle me. He's gonna manhandle me as if it were two men, but there's only one. He's gonna give it to me with the full heat, and he's gonna do it with 4 arms. That's just not fair. I'm not gonna stand a chance. He'll grab both my arms and both of my legs, and he'll do that with all of his arms. I get on my knees for him. I am his carpet. I am his slave. I am nothing to him but a mere pebble in the existence of his earth. Not even worth my time. And we're just gonna throw things in here. Don't even care about these guys. Nidoran, I mean, I'm just gonna kill it. I'm just gonna kill it. I mean, I probably just step on them. Like I just walk or something, and like half of these die. This one maybe, you know, a puff of smoke and dust as it falls under my Tim Steel boots. I would accidentally drink a Poliwag. I'm pretty sure these would just become glorified sex toys. These, I'm not only going to become their ruler, but they're going to just become tools for my own enjoyment. Except for Victory Bell. Victory Bell has teeth, so we ain't messing with that. The other two, mint. Take Farfetch'd stick, and I could use it when cooking the Farfetch'd. But I would just start a farm in which they would live in a plantation of these things, and then they would just gather them for me, and then they would come back, and then I would eat, and then I would just, you know, kill them and eat them. You know, they would. I think it'd be pretty good. The Kangaskhan's child, how I would just throw it away. I wouldn't throw it away. I would give it. I would give it to the Hypno. Oh. I'd give it to the Hypno, and he would do his thing with it, and then I would use that to gain their trust and become their leader. It'd be like a 2 for deal. Cubone. Cubone's too sad to fight. I'm pretty sure Cubone parents just like die inevitably. Like I think that they're just prone to death, and so Cubones are just inevitably sad. I mean, by nature, the Cubone just wears its mother's skull as its head. Cubone I would walk away from. The Marowak is kind of like a free meal, right? Like you know it's going to die because otherwise Cubone won't exist anymore. So if the Marowak doesn't die, then you don't have Cubone. Then you gotta leave the Cubone so that they can grow up and become Marowak so you can, you know, it's just classic hunting, gathering, you know, it's like throwing fish back in the water because they're too small. It's a bit more of a sadistic view on it, but it's still the relative same concept, you know. Coughing, I mean, I'd hit that thing like a vape, dog. I'd just, you know, puff a few from coughing. We'd chill out. I think coughing and I would be chill. We'd just relax. We'd do our thing, you know, just lay back, like, whoa, coughing. Can I have another hit, bro? Be like, coughing. I'd be like, sick. So I'd grab the coughing, I'd pull it up. You know how it's got all these like knots where all the gas comes from? You know, you put one. Sick. And it's like, coffee. Same goes for wheezing. Mr. Mime. Jinx. Let's make something very, very clear, okay? There is no people on this island. There's zero, zilch, nada, not a single person. Now, I understand if you understand where I'm going and you're a little uncomfortable, but you gotta understand. Sometimes things get a little lonely, things get a little hard, and if you see something that looks like a jinx, it's close enough. It's close enough. It ends there. There's no judgment on an island by yourself. What happens on this island stays on this island. If there's a rescue ship, you leave that jinx behind to cry tears. Okay? You leave it behind. You say, I don't know why it's crying. I don't know. It must have lost something. I don't know. I miss you, Jinx. Jinx, please come back. No. Blastoise. I would love to put it here. I really would. I would love to. But the fact is it's still a turtle, and all I'd have to do is form a straw, and that thing's dead. All I have to do is develop a straw, and I know what a straw looks like, and I could guess how to make one. I just get a stick, I hollow out the middle somehow, I toss the straw into the water, a Blastoise comes swimming by, you know, tries to drink the seawater through the straw, and, you know, fails. But if I do end up fighting it, I probably lose. Clefairy is like magical and comes from space. So what would probably happen, this is what I'm imagining would happen, is I would kick it and be like, yo, hey, what's up? It would be like, Clefairy. 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 I'd be like, what? That's stupid. And I would kick it. It would Clefairy. And then a bunch of Clefairy would come, and then they'd be like, Clefairy. 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 And they would like circle around me like a biker gang. And then they would stare up at the moon as the sun set and the moon rose over, and we'd be in a cave with a hole at the center above me, and then the moon would go just above it, and then And then as they were dancing, a bunch of like pixie particles would fly above me around in a circle up into the sky towards the moon, and then a giant moonbeam would shoot down, land on me, and burn me to dust. And then they would all evolve because they got sick XP from me. The last one. Now this one is significant. And I'll tell you why. A Ditto, as we all know, can transform. A Ditto with some motivation, maybe, could be possibly compelled to become a big titty goth girl. So, with that said, I think that the one thing that I hope and pray for, above all, is that, if anything, I land on the island. I'm stranded. I search for a long time. I find food. I find water. I create shelter. I get everything I need. The one thing I need is a companion. Ditto, regardless of how much it might not want to, which puts it above everything else. I might have all the power in the world. I might have a kingdom of Kangos. Even though Jinx is an option, I'll always be alone. I'll never have something that's human enough. And though it might not be able to speak English, it might only say ditto. I think we can get over that. So that is my list. Not even worth my time at the very bottom, containing the majority of the Pokemon. At close to the top, I start with, I am their king and eternal ruler. Pokemon of which I think that I could either gain the trust of or would destroy so quickly it wouldn't even matter. Jinx, of whom I might spend my lonely nights with. 2. Will Taste Delicious, my second, in which the majority of these Pokemon I would be able to farm. My third tier, They Run in Fear, in which they would either be so sad on the inside because of their death and past mistakes that they would stand no chance. My fourth tier, in which I walk the other way. Pokemon that I think would befriend me, or would just be willing to not fight for the sake of fighting. But my fifth tier, of which I draw a cave painting of our valiant fight. In my last tier, the strongest tier, of which they own both my body and my soul. They own me as a slave for whatever intentions they may have. There's still one more tier. At the very top of this list, Ditto. Ditto with its ability to become a big titty goth GF. This is my tier list. I hope you enjoyed it.